Okay, good morning everyone. Assalamu alaikum. We'll start today's live session of M2. So in the last class, we have revised Unit 1, which is matrices. So today in this session, we are going to revise Unit 2, or we'll see the revision of Unit 2, which is differential equations of first order. Differential equations of first order. Right, first we will see the topic wise weightage, then we will see every topic in detail. So as you know, unit name is differential equations of first order. So the topics are like this. First topic is exact differential equation. First topic is exact differential equation, which is very important for 2 marks. One SAQ will be asked from this. The next topic is non-exact differential equations. So as we have seen in the syllabus that a few of the non-exact differential equations can be reduced to exact. For reducing the non-exact differential equations to exact, we need to find the integrating factors, right? For finding integrating factors, we are having four different methods. And from this topic, that is non-exact differential equations, one LAQ or maybe one SAQ will be asked in the examination. I am not saying that this is very important, but chances are there that one question will be asked from these two, like one LAQ or one SAQ. Then the next topic is linear differential equation. Linear differential equation, which is very important for 2 marks. Right? Then next, Bernoulli's differential equation, which is very important for 5 marks. Right? Bernoulli's differential equation is a non-linear differential equation. So this one is linear, whereas this Bernoulli's differential equation is non-linear differential equation. Similarly, Riccati's differential equation, which is also very important for 5 marks, and this is also Riccati's differential equation is also a non-linear differential equation. But these two equations, Bernoulli's differential equation and Riccati's differential equation, can be reduced to linear by applying by taking some substitution in Bernoulli's or Riccati's differential equations, that can be reduced to linear. Right? Next topic is Clairaut's differential equation. From this, sometimes SAQ, or sometimes LAQ will be asked. Right? Next topic is orthogonal trajectories. Orthogonal trajectories of a given family of curves, which is very important for 5 marks. Right? And sometimes a 2 marks question may be asked from this. So overview, if we see in this unit, what are the important topics? Are the students, those who don't want to prepare the complete unit, they can go like this, they can prepare like this. They can prepare the exact differential equations, from which chances are there that one SAQ will be asked, and the next topic is linear differential equation. So those who don't want to prepare the complete unit, then they can prepare like this: exact differential equation, linear differential equation. From these two, definitely 100% one SAQ will be covered, or sometimes both SAQs will be asked from these two topics only: exact differential equation and linear differential equation. And for LAQs, just to prepare the Bernoulli's equation, Riccati's equation and orthogonal trajectories. If you prepare these three, definitely you will be able to attempt at least 2 LAQs, that is 10 marks you will get. Bernoulli's differential equation, Riccati's differential equation and orthogonal trajectories. You will get 10 marks from these 3 topics. 100% you will get 10 marks. Right, so these are the topic. We'll start the revision. Right, a revision of unit 2, differential equations of first order. So just now we have seen that first topic is exact differential equation. So we will see what is the meaning of exact differential equation and how to solve. Here in this unit and the next unit 3 also, we will be solving differential equations. So question will be like solve one differential equation will be given. So what we have to do, we have to find the general solution of given differential equation. Right? So I'm not going all the basics like what is the meaning of exact differential, what is the meaning of differential equation, what is the meaning of solution, all those things already we have discussed in the class. So in revision, we don't discuss all those things. Directly we'll go for the exam point of view, revision will be there. So we'll start. First topic is exact differential equation. This topic is important for 2 marks. So exact differential equation important for 2 marks. Right? So an equation of the form, what is the meaning of exact differential equation? I'm giving the definition. Suppose I'm having a equation of the form m of x comma y dx plus n of x comma y dy equal to 0. If the given equation is of this form, simply we can read it as m dx plus n dy equals to 0, where m and n are functions of x and y. If the equation is of this form, then we have to find the partial derivative of m with respect to y, and we have to find the partial derivative of n with respect to x. We have to find dou m by dou y and dou n by dou x. If they are equal, then we say that, you consider this as equation 1, then we say that equation 1 is exact. Right? If this condition is satisfied, then the equation 1 is said to be exact. Dou m by dou y is equals to dou n by dou x. If the equation is exact, then the general solution of 1 is given by, there is a formula for that, it is given by integral y constant m dx plus integral terms of n not involving x into dy equals to constant. So this is the general solution. General solution of 1 is given by integral y constant m dx plus integral terms of n not involving x dy equals to 0. We will see one example problem from this. And this question was asked in June 16 backlog paper. So all the questions that we are going to see now will be somewhere asked in the exam. Okay, solve y sin 2x dx minus 1 plus y square plus cos square x into dy equals to 0. Right? This is the given differential equation. You can observe that this equation is of the form m dx plus n dy equals to 0. So this equation is of this form. Then we have to identify what is m here. Solve means we have to find the general solution. That is, we have to find this. Here, what is m? M equals to y sin 2x. And what is n? N equals to minus. You observe that here plus is there, here minus is there. So we have to consider this minus also. Minus 1 plus y square plus cos square x. This is n. Now we have to find dou m by dou y, partial derivative of this with respect to y. So sin 2x will be treated as constant, derivative of y will be 1. So what we will get here? Sin 2x. Now we have to find dou n by dou x, minus as it is, derivative of 1 is 0, plus y square will be treated as constant because we are differentiating with respect to x. So again 0, plus cos square x, differentiation of cos square x is 2 cos x. Again derivative of cos x, derivative of cos x is minus sin x. Right? If you simplify this, this minus and this minus will become plus. So 2 sin x cos x, 2 sin theta cos theta is nothing but sin 2 theta, that is sin 2x, and this is dou n by dou x. Therefore what we can say, dou m by dou y is equal to dou n by dou x. Therefore what we can say, therefore if you consider this as equation 1, therefore equation 1 is exact. Right? Equation 1 is exact. Now we have to find the general solution. Therefore general solution of 1 is, so integral y constant m dx, m is given by y sin 2x into dx plus integral, you see this formula, integral y constant m dx, m I have written here, then terms of n not involving x, n is here, n is here, so I have to write the terms which are not involving x. Here cos square x is involving x, only 1 plus y square, so minus 1 plus y square is not involving x into dy equals to constant. Then integrate this with respect to x. Y will be treated as constant. Integration of sine 2x is given by minus cos 2x by 2. And here minus as it is. Integration of 1 with respect to y is given by y plus integration of y square is given by y square by 2 equals to c. Right? So this can be written as minus y by 2 cos 2x minus y square by 2 equal to c. Right? This is the required general solution. We can further simplify this. We can multiply this with minus, then here minus c will be there, that can be taken as another constant. So that is also correct. It is also correct. Whatever I have done, that is also fine. So this is how we find the general solution of given exact differential equation. Right? How to identify in the exam the given if the given equation is of the form mdx plus ndy equals to 0, then we have to find mn. Then we have to find dou m by dou y and dou n by dou x. If they are equal, then the equation is said to be exact and the general solution will be given by this formula. If they are not equal, then what we have to do? Right here integration of y square is given by y cube by 3. Integration of y square is given by y cube by 3. Right, we'll go for the next topic, that is non-exact differential equation. If this is not equal, if this condition fails, then we say that the given differential equation is non-exact. Now we'll see non-exact differential equations. Or we can also call it as equations reducible to exact. So these equations can be reduced to exact by using the integrating factor. So non-exact differential equation means, suppose I am having an equation of the form mdx plus ndy equals to 0, and if I find dou m by dou y which is not equal to dou n by dou x, then this equation is said to be non-exact. Right? Now if the equation is non-exact, that can be reduced to exact by finding the integrating factor. Now I need to know what is the meaning of integrating factor. Integrating factor. So it is a non-zero suitable function mu of x comma y not equals to 0. It is a non-zero function, a function of xy which is non-zero, a suitable function with which if you multiply the given non-exact differential equation, that will turn to be exact. So it is a suitable function, suitable non-zero function. If you multiply this function with the given differential equation, non-exact differential equation, then that will become exact. Such a function is called as integrating factor. Now in your syllabus, for finding integrating factor, we are having 4 different methods. Out of that, first method is inspection method. So this method is applicable if the given equation is of the form mdx plus ndy equals to 0. The given equation should be of this form mdx plus ndy equals to 0, and it should be non-exact, and the equation should involve, so what are the conditions? Equation should be of this form mdx plus ndy equals to 0. It should be non-exact, and it should be involving the terms like x dx or y dy or x dy or y dx. If these kind of terms are there in the equation, then we use this inspection method. So you can see in the notes that I have forwarded you, in that some formulas are there that I am not going to repeat now, or you can find those formulae in the important points given for each unit. In the second unit you can find that formula. Right? So we will consider a problem in this, then we will understand. what are we supposed to do? A problem which was asked in I think May 19 regular, means last year regular exam. This question was asked last year. Solve equation given is y dx minus x dy plus e power 1 by x dx equal to 0. Consider this equation as 1. We have to solve this differential equation, right? First we have to check whether it is exact or not. So I can write the given equation as y plus e power 1 by x into dx minus x dy equal to 0. I can write the given differential equation in this form. Then m is this and n is minus x. Now I'll find dou m by dou y. Dou m by dou y. What I'll get here? Derivative of y is 1. Derivative of this e power 1 by x is 0. Now similarly dou n by dou x. Dou n by dou x minus x. Derivative of minus x is minus 1. You can observe that these two are not equal. Dou m by dou y is not equal to dou n by dou x. Therefore what we can say, equation 1 is non-exact. Equation 1 is non-exact. Now you can observe that the given equation involves the terms y dx x dy. So y dx and x dy, these two terms are there. Now we can apply inspection method. As I told you, if the equation involves this kind of terms, then we can apply inspection method. So what we have to do, here you observe y dx minus x dy. If we divide this equation with y square, then what will happen? Y dx minus x dy by y square. That can be written as, this whole thing can be written as, so in rough I'll show you. So the equation y dx minus x dy is there. If I divide this with y square, then what will happen? This can be written as d of x by y. So this term is fine. But here what will happen? Here plus e power 1 by x by y square will be there into dx. That we cannot manage because in this already x is there and y square is coming. So we cannot integrate or we cannot simplify this term. So that's why we should not divide this equation with y square. First we have to multiply this equation with minus 1. Then what will happen? This minus will become plus x dy, and here minus will come minus y dx, and here minus e power 1 by x dx equal to 0. Now you observe that x dy minus y dx. So I have to divide this equation with x square. Then what will happen? X dy minus y dx by x square, and here minus e power 1 by x by x square into dx equal to 0. Right? Now I can use the formula. Instead of d of x by y, if I consider d of y by x, then I'll get d of y by x is nothing but this term. So this is d of y by x minus, now in this term I'll take a substitution in this term. That substitution is put 1 by x equals to some other variable t, right? Then what will happen? Differentiate this 1 by x. Derivative of 1 by x is minus 1 by x square into dx equals to dt, right? Now substitute here. What will happen? E power 1 by x will turn to e power t. Then minus 1 by x square into dx will turn to dt equals to 0. Now integrate this. So what will happen? Differentiation and integration will get cancelled. Y by x will remain here, and here integration of e power t is e power t only, which is equal to some constant c. So this implies y by x minus e power t. T is nothing but 1 by x equal to c. This is the required general solution. So this was the method first method for finding integrating factor or solving the different non-exact differential equation. Now we will see the second method. Right, for solving the non-exact differential equation we are going to see the second, which is homogeneous differential equation. Right, given equation should be of this form: mdx plus ndy equal to 0. It should be non-exact and it should be homogeneous. What is the meaning of homogeneous? We will see when we consider a problem. Right, it should be homogeneous, it should be non-exact, it should be homogeneous. Then the integrating factor for this equation is given by 1 by mx plus ny. The integrating factor is given by 1 by mx plus ny, provided mx plus ny is not equals to 0. Right, so what should be there? Given equation should be non-exact and inspection method should be not applicable, and the given equation should be homogeneous. Right, then the integrating factor is given by 1 by mx plus ny. Right, we will consider a problem here. Find the integrating factor. Question is find the integrating factor. Equation is x square y minus 2xy square into dx plus 3x square y minus x cube into dy equal to 0. Right, and this question was asked in June 2017. Right, so given equation is of the form mdx plus ndy equals to 0. So we can verify whether it is exact or not. First to find dou m by dou y. Solution: dou m by dou y. What we'll get here? X square. Derivative of y is 1. Then minus derivative of y square is 2y. So it will 4xy. Right. Similarly, find dou n by dou x. What we'll get here? 6xy minus 3x square. Right. You can observe that they are not equal. Therefore, if you consider this as equation 1, therefore equation 1 is non-exact. Equation 1 is non-exact. Right, now if it is non-exact, we should try to reduce that to exact differential equation. Right, first we should try to apply inspection method. So just now we have seen that for applying inspection method, in the equation x dy, y dx, x dx, y dy, this kind of term should be there. But here in this equation, those kind of terms are not there. But one property is there in the equation, which is if you observe each term, the total power of variable is same. You observe this term, x power 2, y power 1. The total power which is 3. You observe this term, x power 1, y power 2. Total power is 3. X power 2, y power 1. Total power is 3. And x power 3. Total power is 3. So in each term, total power of variable is same. Right, if this is the case in the equation, then we say that the given differential equation is homogeneous differential equation. Right, given equation is of the form mdx plus ndy and it is non-exact, and this equation is homogeneous because the total power of variables in each term is same. If this is the case, then the integrating factor is given by 1 by mx plus ny, right, which is equal to 1 by m. M is given by x square y minus 2xy square into x plus n. N is given by 3x square y minus x cube into y. Now we have to simplify this. 1 by x square y into x. What we will get? X cube y. And here minus 2xy square into x. 2x square y square. And here plus 3x square y square minus x cube y. Right? So here what will happen? Here x cube y and here x cube y will get cancelled. Remaining is 3x square y square minus 2x square y square. So what we will get here? 1 by x square y square. So this is the required integrating factor, right? This is how we find the integrating factor for homogeneous equation, right? Since the question is like find the integrating factor, you have to find the integrating factor and leave. But if the question is instead of find the integrating factor, if the question is solve this differential equation, then what we have to do, first we have to find the integrating factor and we have to multiply this integrating factor, that is 1 by x square y square, to the given non-exact differential equation. Then that will become exact. So here if you multiply, what will happen? X square y by x square y square minus 2xy by x square y square, like that the remaining terms. So after doing that, that equation will turn into exact differential equation, right? And we know how to solve the exact differential equation. Just now we have seen the revision of exact differential equation, right? Hope you have understood this. Now we'll go for the third case, right? If the equation is, in the third case, if the equation is of the form of this form, that is y into f of xy dx plus x into g of xy dy equals to 0. If the equation is of this form, right, here what should be there? Y into the term should be xy should behave as single variable. Here also x into xy should behave as a single variable. If this is the case, then integrating factor is given by 1 by mx minus ny, provided mx minus ny not equals to 0, right? So we'll consider one problem here. Solve. Okay, this question was asked in December 2017 backlog paper. Solve y into 1 plus xy into dx plus x into 1 minus xy into dy equals to 0. Consider this as equation 1. So here m is this, n is this, or we can write what is m. M is given by y plus xy square, and what is n? N is given by x minus x square y. Then find dou m by dou y, which is given by 1 plus 2xy, and find dou n by dou x, which is given by 1 minus 2xy. You can observe that they are not equal. Therefore equation 1 is non-exact. If it is non-exact, then we have to try to find the integrating factor. We should try to find the integrating factor if the equation is non-exact. Here given equation 1 is non-exact, inspection method is not applicable because y dx and x dy terms are there, but here what is there? X y square is there, that we cannot manage by using the inspection method. So that's why we don't apply the inspection method for this equation. Then we will go for the second method, which is homogeneous differential equation. If you observe that this equation is not a homogeneous differential equation. Why it is not a homogeneous differential equation? If you multiply, here what will be there? Y will be there. Here y is there, y power 1, and here x power 1, y power 2. Total power here is 3, total power here is 1. So the total power of variables in each term is not same. So that's why this equation is not homogeneous. Then but you observe that this equation is of the form y into f of xy, y into f of xy. Here x into g of xy. Xy is behaving as a single variable, right? So we can apply this method. Here integrating factor is given by 1 by mx minus ny, which is equal to 1 by m. M is given by y plus xy square into x minus n. N is given by x minus x square y into y. We have to simplify this. 1 by what will happen? Xy plus x square y square, then minus xy, then minus minus plus x square y square. Here xy will get cancelled. Remaining is 1 by 2x square y square, which is the required integrating factor. So once we get, you observe the equation here, we are asked to solve this. We are not just asked to find the integrating factor, but we are asked to solve this. So what we are getting, integrating factor as 1 by 2x square y square. Now we have to multiply this integrating factor with the given equation. Then that will become exact. Once it becomes exact, we can solve that, right? So as you know this procedure, because we have done the revision for exact differential equation, I don't need to multiply this with this now. Now I am not doing, but in exam if it is asked to solve, you have to do all those things. You have to multiply this integrating factor with the given differential equation, right? I am leaving that for your practice. Now we'll go for the next method, which is fourth method. Right, fourth method is, so first method is inspection method, second method is homogeneous equation, third method is if the equation is of the form y into f of x y dx, that one, and the fourth one is if above three methods are not applicable for the given non-exact differential equation. If the previous three methods are not applicable, then what we have to do? First we have to find, if the equation is non-exact, then we have to find dou m by dou y and dou n by dou x by n. We have to evaluate this, dou m by dou y minus dou n by dou x by n. This should be a function of x or some constant k. Then integrating factor is given by e power integral f of x dx or e power integral k dx, right? If you find this, if it turns to be a function of x or a constant, then the integrating factor is given by this. If not, that is when we find this, when we are evaluating this, suppose some y is mixed here and it is not a constant, some y is mixed here, then we have to find, reverse this, dou n by dou x minus dou m by dou y by m. This should be a function of y or some constant k. Then integrating factor is given by e power integral some g of, you consider it better this as g of y, some g of y dy or e power integral k dy, right? So if any non-exact differential equation is given and previous three methods are not applicable, then out of these two definitely one will be applicable, right? Either if you find this, then you will get a function of x. If you are not getting this, definitely this will be applicable. That is, if you find this, then the resultant will be a function of y or constant, right? We will see one problem for practice here. Solve x square plus y square plus x into dx plus xy into dy equal to 0. Consider this as equation 1, and this question was asked in December 2017 regular exam. So this is m here, this is n. Find dou m by dou y. So what we will get? 2y. And here dou n by dou x. What we will get? y. 2y and y, they are not equal. Therefore equation 1 is non-exact. Equation 1 is non-exact. Then try to apply the inspection method. Only x dx is there, y dy, that kind of terms are not there, so we cannot apply inspection method. Then is it homogeneous? You observe here x power 2, y power 2, but x power 1. The total power of variables in each term is not same. It is not homogeneous, and it is not even in the form of y into f of xy and x into g of xy. So we cannot apply the third method also. But fourth method, what we have to do? First we have to find dou m by dou y minus dou n by dou x by n, which is equal to dou m by dou y is given by 2y minus dou n by dou x, which is given by y by n. N is xy. Simplify this. 2y minus y is y by xy. This is equal to 1 by x. So integrating factor is this dou m by dou y minus dou n by dou x by n. If you find, we are getting an exclusive function of x alone. it is not constant. So someone is asking how to identify the fourth method. See, fourth method when we have to apply is if the previous three methods are not applicable. If some question is given, you try to apply the inspection method, not applicable, and the equation is not homogeneous, equation is not of the form y into f of xy dx, that is also not applicable, then definitely the fourth method is applicable. So that is what the identification for fourth method, right? So when we evaluated this, we got 1 by x, which is a function of f of x, right? Then integrating factor is given by e power integral f of x dx, which is equal to e power integral, what is f of x? 1 by x into dx. E power integration of 1 by x is log x. Exponential and logarithm get cancelled, so integrating factor is x only. So what we have to do, once we get the integrating factor, multiply this with the given non-exact differential equation, that will become exact, right? That part you can practice. So what we have to do, just we have to multiply this x with this, then what will happen? X cube plus xy square plus x square into dx plus x square y into dy equals to 0. Now here this is m1 and this is n1. Then find dou m1 by dou y and find dou n1 by dou x. You can evaluate this. These two will be equal. These two will be equal. Then this equation will become exact and you know how to solve this, right? That part you take as practice. Now we'll go for, so with this we have completed exact and non-exact differential equations. We have completed exact and non-exact differential equations. So from this, chances are there that one SAQ and one LAQ may be asked, but definitely one SAQ will be covered from this. So minimum 5 to 7, 4, either 4, 2 SAQs will be covered, or one SAQ and one LAQ will be covered from this exact and non-exact differential equation. So if 2 SAQs comes from this, then 4 marks. Definitely 4 marks will be there. If one SAQ and one LAQ will come, then 7 marks, right? Next, one more SAQ topic, linear differential equation. Next topic is linear differential equation, which is important for 2 marks, which is important for one SAQ, 2 marks. Sometimes 5 marks question may be asked, but 99% 2 marks question will be asked from this. So any equation of the form dy by dx plus p of x into y equals to q of x. Any equation of this form is called as first order linear differential equation. So basic definition of linear differential equation is dependent variable and all its derivatives should be of degree 1 and they should not be multiplied together. If these two conditions are satisfied, then the equation is said to be linear differential equation. You observe here the dependent variable y and its derivative dy by dx, both are degree 1 and they are not multiplied together. So this equation is called as linear differential equation, and the highest order derivative here is dy by dx. So that's why this equation is called as first order linear differential equation. So it is the most general form of first order linear differential equation. If the equation is of this form, then the integrating factor for this is given by e power integral p of x dx, right? First we have to find the integrating factor, which is given by e power integral p dx, and the general solution, you consider this as 1. General solution of 1 is given by y into integrating factor equal to integrating factor into q into dx plus c. So this is the general solution, right? So if the equation is of this form dy by dx plus py equals to q, then the integrating factor is given by e power integral p dx, and the general solution of this equation is given by y into integrating factor equals to integration of integrating factor into q dx plus c, right? We'll see one problem in this, and this question was asked in December 2016 backlog paper. Solve dy by dx plus xy equals to 2x. Consider this equation as 1. Sometimes, see, you observe this equation is similar to this one, dy by dx plus x. In place of p we are having x here, and in place of q we are having 2x. So given equation is of the form dy by dx plus py equals to q, where p is x and q is 2x, right? Solution. Right, sometimes what will happen here, some coefficient will be given like x or x square, some kind of coefficient will be given here before applying this linear differential equation or before finding the integrating factor. So always we should make sure that the coefficient of dy by dx should be 1, right? We have to make the coefficient of dy by dx as 1 here, because in the general form the coefficient is 1, right? Means suppose if x is given here, we have to divide the whole equation with x, like that we have to do. Then find the integrating factor here. Integrating factor equal to e power integral p dx, which is equal to e power integral x dx. So what will happen? E power integration of x is x square by 2. This is the integrating factor. Then general solution of 1. General solution of 1 is, so what is the formula? Here is the formula, y equals to y into integrating factor. Integrating factor is given by e power x square by 2 equal to integration of, again integrating factor, e power x square by 2 into q. Q is given by 2x into dx plus c, right? We have to simplify this, means we have to find this integration, y into e power x square by 2 as it is, which is equal to, for simplifying this equation, here e power x square by 2, in exponential x square by 2 should not be there, only some variable like t, v, x, y should be there. So we will consider this, put x square by 2 equals to some t, then differentiate this. What will happen? 2x dx equals to, let us take this to that side, 2 into dt, right? So what will happen? Integration e power x square by 2 can be replaced with t, and 2x dx can be replaced with 2 dt plus c. Now this is equal to, 2 can be written outside, remaining is e power t. Integration of e power t is e power t only, which is equal to 2 into e power, what is t now? X square by 2. In the left hand side, here plus c will be there, here plus c will be there, left hand side. This is the required general solution of given linear differential equation. Right? So next topic is Bernoulli's differential equation. We have completed linear differential equation. Now we are going to see the next topic, Bernoulli's differential equation, which is a non-linear differential equation. It is similar to linear differential equation, but one non-linear term will be there. So Bernoulli's differential equation, it is important for 5 marks. 99% one question will be asked from this topic, right? So if the equation is of this form, dy by dx plus p of x into y equals to q of x into y power n, if the equation is of this form, and here this n should be greater than 1, because if this n is equal to 0, if n is equal to 0, what will happen? Y power 0, which is 1. So what will remain? This term will not be there. Then you can observe this is a linear equation only. So to make it a non-linear equation, n should not be 0, and if n is 1, if n is 1, then what will happen? P into y and q into y. You can bring this term this side and you can apply the variable separable method. So if this n is 1, this equation will reduce to variable separable. If n is 0, this equation will reduce to linear equation. So that's why we are considering n is greater than 1, right? Then only this equation is said to be Bernoulli's differential equation, right? For solving this equation, we should try to reduce, or we should try to remove this non-linearity. Non-linearity is here only. What is the condition for linearity? Linear differential equation means the dependent variable and all its derivatives should be of degree 1. Here you observe y power 1, fine. Derivative dy by dx total power is 1, fine. But here y power greater than 1, y power not 1, y power n greater than 1. So y power is greater than 1. So this is because of this term only, this equation is becoming non-linear. So what we should do, we should try to make this equation to linear by dividing this equation with y power n. So we will divide with y power n. Then what will happen? Y power minus n into dy by dx plus p of x into y by y power n is nothing but y power 1 minus n is equal to q of x. Y power n by y power n gets cancelled, remaining 1, right? Now in this equation we have to take a substitution. We have to take a substitution, y power 1 minus 1 n equal to z. If we take this substitution, then what will happen? This equation 1 becomes linear, right? Once the given equation becomes linear, we know how to solve that. And linear in which variable? Linear in z, right? The given equation will become linear in z. Once it become linear, we know how to solve that. We have to find the integrating factor, and the general solution will be given by z into integrating factor. That we know, we will see in problem also, right? So we'll consider a problem here which was asked in May 2019 regular paper. Last year regular exam. Last year regular. So what is the question? Solve y dash plus 4xy plus xy cube equal to 0. So this is the given differential equation. Now this can be written as dy by dx plus 4x into y equals to minus x y cube. Now if you observe, consider this as equation 1. Now if you observe, this equation is of this form. dy by dx is there, plus p. In place of p we are having 4x into y equals to q. In place of q we are having minus x, and y power n. In place of y power n we are having y cube. So what we can write clearly, or given equation 1 is Bernoulli's equation with what is n here? N equals to 3, right? 3 is greater than 1, so it's a Bernoulli's equation, right? What we have to do, we have to divide this equation with y power 3. Divide with y power 3. Then what will happen here? Y power minus 3 dy by dx plus 4x into, already y is there, y by y cube is nothing but y power minus 2, right, which is equal to minus x into y cube by y is 1. Now consider this equation as 2. Now take a substitution, put y power minus 2 equals to z. Then this implies, differentiate this, what will happen? Minus 2 into y power minus 2 minus 1. Minus 2 minus 1 is nothing but minus 3. Again derivative of y is dy by dx, which is equal to derivative of z, dz by dx, right? But in the equation 2 you observe, what is there? Y power minus 3 dy by dx is there. Y power minus 3 dy by dx is there. So I need only y power minus 3 dy by dx. So what can I write here? This implies y power minus 3 dy by dx equals to, this minus 2 I am taking in the denominator. Therefore from from 2. What will happen? Y power minus 3 dy by dx. This term can be replaced with minus 1 by 2 dz by dx plus 4x as it is, y power minus 2. Y power minus 2 is nothing but z equals to minus x as it is. Right? Now I'll multiply this whole equation with, because I don't want any coefficient for the derivative, so I'll multiply this equation with minus 2. So what will happen? I'm multiplying with minus 2 now, so minus 8xz and equals to, this minus will become plus 2x. Now you observe this equation is, consider this as sum 3, which is linear in z. This equation is linear in z. Now you know how to solve this. If the equation is reduced to linear, what we have to do? We have to find the integrating factor. Integrating factor is e power integral p dx, which is equal to e power integral, what is p here? Minus 8x into dx, which is equal to e power minus 8. Integration of x is x square by 2. So what we will get? E power minus 4x square. This is the integrating factor. Right? Then what we have to do? We have to find the general solution. Therefore, general solution of 3 is So what we are doing, we are finding the general solution of 3, not the general solution of 1. So general solution of 3 is given by, z is the dependent variable, so z into integrating factor. Integrating factor is e power minus 4x square equals to integrating factor e power minus 4x square into q. Here in this equation q is 2x into dx plus c. Now we have to solve this. Z into e power minus 4x square equals to, now we have to take a substitution here for simplification. I will take minus 4x square equals to some t. Then differentiate this. So minus 4 2x dx equals to dt. Then 2x dx equals to dt by minus 4. Now what will happen? Integration e power minus 4x square is nothing but e power t, and 2x dx is nothing but dt by minus 4 plus c. So minus 1 by 4 will be common. Integration of e power t is e power t plus c. Minus 1 by 4 e power t. E power, what is t? T is minus 4x square plus c. And left hand side, z into e power minus 4x square. This is the general solution of equation 3. But we want the general solution of equation 1. For that we have to substitute back what we have taken for z. What we have taken, z equals to y power minus 2. So substitute that. E power minus 4x square by, in place of z, y power minus 2, which is nothing but y square, equals to minus 1 by 4 e power minus 4x square plus c. This is the required general solution of equation 1 or given equation. Right? This is how we solve the Bernoulli's equation, which is important for 5 marks. So what we have to do, briefly I'll explain once again. What we have to do for the given Bernoulli's equation, we have to divide with y power 3, y power 4 or y power n. Then we have to take the substitution from this term. From this term we have to take the substitution. Right? Automatically this equation will be reduced to linear, which is, this is the linear equation. Right? Once it reduces to linear, find the general solution. General solution will be involving z. Whatever we have taken the substitution, you replace that z with y power minus 2, y power minus 3, like that. Then we will get the general solution of given Bernoulli's equation. Right? Hope you have understood this. So next we will see the next topic, which is Riccati's equation. So this Riccati's equation is also important for 5 marks, sometimes 10 marks also. Important topic, Riccati's differential equation. It is important for 1 LAQ, 5 marks. This Riccati's equation is of the form y dash equals to p of x into y square plus q of x into y plus r of x, right? If the equation is of this form, dy by dx or y dash equals to p of x into y square plus q of x into y plus r of x, then this equation is said to be Riccati's differential equation, right? Now, how to identify in exam? What is the identification for Riccati's differential equation? Differential equation, if you are not able to identify, then definitely one solution will be given along with the equation. See, previously whatever the methods we have discussed to solve, in that in no question solution will be given except this Riccati's differential equation. In Riccati's differential equation, one solution will be given. Here you observe p, q, r are functions of x or sometimes maybe constants also, and along with this, suppose let y equals to v is a particular solution of 1. If you consider this as 1, is a particular solution of 1. If y equals to v is a particular solution of 1, then we have to take a substitution. So you observe this equation is also a nonlinear equation because the dependent variable y and its derivatives should be of degree 1. But here you observe that dependent variable y power 1, but here y power 2. So it's a nonlinear differential equation. So what we try to do, we try to reduce this nonlinear differential equation to linear. For that we need some substitution. That substitution here is, we will put y equals to v plus 1 by z. We will take this substitution, y equals to v plus 1 by z. Then what will happen? Equation 1 becomes exact. Equation 1 becomes exact. Sorry, not exact. Equation 1 becomes linear. Linear in z. Right? Equation 1 becomes linear in z. Then we know how to solve that. So what we have to do, how to identify that problem is related to Riccati's equation. Equation will be of this form, and along with that one solution will be given. Then we have to take the substitution in the equation y equals to v plus 1 by z. Then we have to find, for substituting this in this equation, we need y dash also. We need y dash. We have to find y dash. Y dash is given by derivative of v is v dash, and derivative of 1 by z is given by minus 1 by z square, and derivative of z, 1 by z derivative is minus 1 by z square, and derivative of z is z dash. So what we will get? V dash minus z dash by z square. Now this has to be substituted in this place, y dash, and this y should be substituted at y square and y. Then we have to simplify. Then the resultant equation will be a linear equation, right? So we will see one problem related to this. So we will consider a question which was asked in April 16 regular exam, right? April 16 regular exam. Find the general solution of, I am writing in short GS. Find the general solution of, what is the given differential equation? Y dash equals to y square minus 2x minus 1 into y plus x square minus x plus 1. What is given? If y equals to x is a solution of it, right? You observe the question carefully. This equation is of the form y dash equals to py square plus qy plus r, where p equals to 1, q equals to minus 2x minus 1, and r equals to x square minus x plus 1, right? And what is given along with this Riccati's equation, one solution is given, y equals to x. By this, looking at the equation and solution, we have to understand that given equation is Riccati's differential equation. So what we have to do, we have to take the substitution. So put what we have to take, y equals to x v plus 1 by z. No, v is given to be y, x v is given to be x, so x plus 1 by z. Then we have to find what is y dash. Y dash is given by derivative of x is 1 and derivative of 1 by z is minus 1 by z square, derivative of z is z dash. Now we have to substitute these two things, y and y dash, in given equation. Therefore what will happen, y dash, you observe this equation, y dash is nothing but 1 minus y square minus 2x minus 1 into y plus x square minus x plus 1. Right? So further let us simplify this. A plus b whole square, x square plus 1 by z square plus 2x by z. Right? Now multiply, minus 2x into x is minus 2x square, then minus 2x by z, then this minus and minus plus, so plus x plus 1 by z, then plus x square minus x plus 1, and here 1 minus z dash by z square. Now first this 1 and this 1 will get cancelled. Here x square and here x square, 2x square, and here minus 2x square, so this one and this one will get cancelled. Here plus x, here minus x will get cancelled. Here plus 2x by z minus 2x by z will get cancelled. So what is remaining, minus z dash by z square equals to 1 by z square and plus 1 by z. Now I don't want here minus z square in the denominator, so this z dash can be written as dz by dx equals to, I will take this minus z square this side, so what will happen, minus 1 minus z square by z is nothing but z. Further this equation can be written as dz by dx. You bring this minus z this side, the remaining is minus 1. Now you consider this equation as sum 2, consider this equation as 1, which is linear in z. If it is linear in z, then we have to find the integrating factor, which is equal to e power integral p. P is 1 here, so integrating factor is e power x. Then general solution of 2. General solution of this equation is given by z into integrating factor is given by e power x equal to integration of integrating factor into q. Q is minus 1. Q is minus 1 plus c. So what will happen, z into e power x equals to minus integration of e power x is e power x plus c. Now this implies what is z? Z equals to e power x by x. So minus e power x by x is 1 plus c by e power x can be written as e power minus x. So I got the value of z. Now what I want, therefore general solution of 1, general solution of given equation, general solution of 1 is given by y equals to x plus 1 by z, which is equal to x plus 1 by what is z? Just now we have evaluated, z is given by c into e power minus x minus 1, c into e power minus x minus 1. So this is the required general solution for the given Riccati's equation, which is important for 5 marks. Right? So far we have completed exact differential equation, non-exact differential equation, 4 different methods to reduce the non-exact differential equation to exact. Right? Then we have seen the linear differential equation, which is important for 2 marks. Then we have seen Bernoulli's equation. Now we have seen the Riccati's equation. Now we are going for the next topic, which is Clairaut's equation. Next topic is Clairaut's equation. So it is not that much important, but sometimes 2 marks or 5 marks questions will be asked from this. So Clairaut's equation. Two marks or 5 marks. I am not saying that this is important, but sometimes questions will be asked. So an equation of the form y equals to px plus f of p. If the equation is of this form, where what is p? P equals to y dash. If the equation is of this form, then such an equation is called as Clairaut's equation. Then in this, two types of solutions may be asked: general solution and finding particular solution, singular solution. General solution as well as singular solution. Question will be like this: obtain the general and singular solution of one equation will be given. So wherever singular solution kind of thing is asked in the examination, you have to understand that the given equation is obviously Clairaut's equation, right? What is the identification? In the question, singular solution will be asked. Directly you can understand that it is, the problem is related to Clairaut's equation, or the equation will be of this form: y equals to px plus f of p. So general solution, how do we find? Simply we have to replace p with, general solution of 1 is, we have to replace p with c. Then it will become cx plus f of c. So consider this equation as 1, then this is 2. So how do we get the general solution? Just we have to replace p with c. We will get general solution. Next, how to find the particular solution? For finding particular solution, for finding not particular solution, singular solution. For finding singular solution, differentiate 2 with respect to c. So what we will get? 0 equals to derivative of c is 1, x plus f dash of c. You got another equation. Now from this equation and this equation, from 2 and 3, eliminate c. So once we eliminate c, what we get? We get singular solution. So what is the procedure? If the given equation is of the form y equals to px plus f of p, then for finding the general solution, we have to replace p with c. Then we will get y equals to cx plus f of c. That will be the general solution. And for finding singular solution, and for finding the singular solution, we have to differentiate this with respect to c. Then we will get another equation. Now from these two equations, we have to eliminate c to find the singular solution. Right? We will see one problem. This problem was asked in December 15 regular exam. So obtain the general and singular solution of equation is y equals to x y dash minus y dash square by 2. This is the given equation. Solution. So I am taking y dash equals to p. Then what will happen? Y equals to y dash means p. Px minus p square by 2. So you can observe that, therefore, which is of the form y equals to px plus f of p. That is which equation? Clairaut's equation. Right? Given equation is Clairaut's equation. Then what we have to do? To find the, therefore general solution of 1 is, what we have to do? We have to replace p with c. Cx minus c square by 2. Consider this as sum 2. Right? Consider this as sum 2 and consider this as sum 3. Right? We got the general solution. What we have to do now? We have to find the singular solution. For finding the singular solution, differentiate 3 with respect to c. What we will get? 0 equals to derivative of c is 1, x minus derivative of c square is 2c by 2. 2 cancel. This implies what will happen? c equals to x, because x minus c equals to 0 means c equals to x. Therefore you substitute c equals to x in 2. Therefore from 3 y equals to x square minus x square by 2. This implies y equals to x square minus x square by 2 is nothing but x square by 2. This is the required singular solution, right? This is how we find the singular solution. General solution is this one, singular solution is this one. Right, this is Clairaut's equation. Next, last topic of this unit is orthogonal trajectories. Orthogonal trajectories. We are going to see now the orthogonal trajectories. Are you all following or not? I need some comments whether you are following or not. If you are following, then say yes. I'm not getting any comments. Are you all following or not? Or simply watching? Okay, thank God you people are watching at least, because when I'm asking the question you are replying. Good. Okay, the last topic of this unit is orthogonal trajectories. Okay, this topic is important for 5 marks. Sometimes 2 marks questions may be asked from this, but it is important for 5 marks. So first we will see the definition, then we will see how to find the orthogonal trajectories. First let us understand. Enough, stop, listen now. Orthogonal trajectories. Now what it is? It is the family of curves. Geometrically we will understand. First, suppose I am having a family of curves, family of circles. Suppose I am having a family of circles. Now x-axis and this one is y-axis, right? Suppose this is family of circles, concentric family of circles. Then the orthogonal trajectories for this family of circles is defined to be the lines or curves which intersects every member of the given family orthogonally. The lines or curves which intersects every member of given family orthogonally. Orthogonally means when the line intersects every member, the angle should be 90 degrees. So what will be those lines? All the straight lines passing through origin. If you consider all the straight lines passing through origin, you see this, it is making 90 degrees angle when it is intersecting every member of the given family. So all the lines which are passing through origin will make 90 degrees while intersecting. So this family of straight lines passing through origin, these will make orthogonal trajectories for this given family. Given family is family of circles. Now for this family of circles, what are the orthogonal trajectories? Orthogonal trajectories are the family of straight lines. This is the family of straight lines which are passing through origin, right? So it is the family. How to define orthogonal trajectory? It is the family. It is the family of curves or lines that intersects It is the family of curves or lines that intersects every member of given family. Given family here is example. In general, I am writing the definition. Every member of given family intersects every member of given family. How it should intersect? Orthogonally. Right? This is what the definition. What is the meaning of orthogonal trajectories? It is the family of curves which intersects every member of given family orthogonally. Right? Now how to find this? So for this we'll see the general, we don't see the general method, but we'll see with a specific example. I'm considering one example problem I'm considering, which is very important problem. See, this problem was asked in December 19 backlog paper, then June 17 backlog paper, and June 16 backlog paper. So this question was previously asked 3 times. Right? So what is the question? Find the orthogonal trajectories of what is the equation, what is the given family? X square by a square plus y square by a square plus lambda equals to 1, where lambda is the parameter. Right? What is the question? Find the orthogonal trajectories of this family is given. So given family is x square by a square plus y square by a square plus lambda equals to 1. Consider this as 1, where lambda is the parameter. So what is the procedure is, we have to differentiate the given family of curves with respect to x and eliminate the eliminate the parameter. Then we will get the differential equation of given family. How to get? First we have to get the differential equation of given family. This is the first target or first step of finding the orthogonal trajectories. Given family is not a differential equation, it is just an equation, an expression in x and y. We have to convert this to differential equation. For converting this to differential equation, what we have to do? We have to differentiate this with respect to x and eliminate the arbitrary constant. Then we will get the differential equation of 1. Right? Differentiate 1 with respect to x. So what we will get? 2x by a square plus 2y by a square plus lambda, and derivative of y is dy by dx equal to derivative of 1 is 0. Now this 2 can be taken out and send right hand side will become 0. Then what will remain? X by a square plus y by a square plus lambda into dy by dx equal to 0. Further, this can be written as y equal to, see, this x by a square can be taken into right hand side, x by a square, and this dy by dx can be taken into denominator here, dy by dx. So what I got? I got the value of y by a square plus lambda, because after differentiation my intention is to eliminate lambda. I cannot find separately lambda here, but I can find y by a square plus lambda from this equation. Once I get y by a square plus lambda value, I will substitute in 1. Therefore from 1, what will happen? X square by a square plus, see, actually here y square is there, but I am having only y by a, so 1 y will be as it is, remaining y by a square plus lambda can be replaced with minus x by equals to right hand side 1 is there. Further, this equation can be written as x square by a square minus, or what I can do is x square minus xy by dy by dx. This a square I am taking outside and sending to right hand side. Further, this equation can be written as or you consider this equation only, this equation 2. Now equation 2 is which equation? Differential equation of 1. Equation 2 is actually the differential equation of given family. Now what we have to do in this differential equation of given family, replace dy by dx with minus dx by dy. Then what will happen? This implies x square minus xy by dy by dx can be replaced with minus dx by dy. This is equal to a square. Now this minus minus will become plus. This implies this minus minus will become plus. So what will remain here? xy, and this dx by dy can be written as dy by dx by taking in the numerator a square, and this x square I am taking to right hand side, minus x square. Now this equation 3, which is differential equation of orthogonal trajectories. Hope you are following the procedure. What we have to do, we have to differentiate the given differential equation with respect to x and eliminate the arbitrary constant. Then after doing all those things, we will get a differential equation which is called as the differential equation of given family. Now in this differential equation, we have to replace dy by dx with minus dx by dy. Then we will get one more differential equation which is the differential equation of orthogonal trajectories. Now to get the orthogonal trajectories, we have to solve this differential equation. Now for solving this differential equation, I can apply variable separable method. Here what will remain? Y dy equals to a square by this x minus x square by this x, means x will remain, into dx. This dx I am taking this side, right? Now integrating, so what will happen? Integration y square by 2 equals to a square into integration of 1 by x. 1 by x integration is log x, minus integration of x is x square by 2 plus c. Further simplification is this minus x square by 2 can be taken this side. So x square by 2 plus y square by 2 equals to a square into log x plus c. This is the required orthogonal trajectories. Right? Hope you have understood this. I'll explain once again what we have done. This is the given differential equation. We have differentiated with respect to x. So what we'll get? 2x by a square. Here 2y into dy by dx. Derivative of 1 is 0. Right? Now this 2 can be taken out or sent to right hand side. Then what will remain? X by a square. Here y by a square plus lambda dy by dx equals to 0. Now I have to eliminate lambda from this equation and this equation. So from this equation I will find the value of y by a square plus lambda. The value of y by a square plus lambda is given by minus x by a square into this dy by dx. Now I will substitute this in equation 1. Then I will get this equation. Further simplifications will give me this equation. Now in this equation I will replace dy by dx with minus dx by dy. Right? Actually this differential equation is called as differential equation of given family of curves. To get the differential equation of orthogonal trajectories, I have to replace this. Once I replace, I will get this differential equation, which is differential equation of orthogonal trajectories. For solving this, I will apply the procedure variable separables to get this required orthogonal trajectories. Right? So with this, we have completed the revision of second unit. Now in this, sometimes what will happen, instead of this f of, so what basically what we have done is, if the given family is f of x comma y comma some lambda, then we have differentiated this with respect to x and eliminated lambda to get another function phi of x comma y comma dy by dx. Actually this is the differential equation of given family. So we replaced dy by dx with minus dx by dy. This is the differential equation of orthogonal trajectories. Once we solve this, we will get another relation f of x comma y into some c dash equals to 0. This is the required orthogonal trajectory. So this is the procedure when the given family is in Cartesian form. Instead of this, given family is in polar form, that is r comma theta and lambda equals to 0. Differentiate this. You have to differentiate this with respect to theta. Then what will happen? F of r comma theta comma dr by d theta equals to 0. Some another function. Then replace, what we have to do, basic change is we have to replace dr by d theta with minus r square d theta by dr, not dr by d theta. We have to replace with d theta by dr. Then what will happen? Another function will get phi of r comma theta comma minus r square d theta by dr. This is the differential equation of orthogonal trajectories. Once we solve this, we will get the required orthogonal trajectories. So basic change is main change is dr by d theta should be replaced with minus r square d theta by dr. So this is finding the orthogonal trajectories in polar form, right? So with this we have completed the revision of second unit. So in the next class we will do the revision of third unit. Likewise we'll complete I need to know one thing, do I need to repeat unit 5 also? Because unit 5 recently we have completed. Do we need to do the revision of unit 5? I need your comments, because we are having only 4 classes in this new timetable. We are having only 4 classes. So till now we have completed 2 classes and we have completed the revision of first 2 units. What I have planned is to leave the 5th unit for revision, because 5th unit you can do the revision. 3rd and 4th, next 2 classes we will do the revision. Then we will conduct a quiz, right? Again I'll repeat that the quiz paper will be containing only 5 multiple choice questions for each section. Different paper will be there. Only 5 multiple choice questions will be there, and that link will be active only for 10 to 15 minutes. Within that we have to complete that quiz, right? And actually I was not planning to. Okay, few of you are saying that take one more class, sir. We need unit 5 revision also, unit 5 also. Yes sir. Okay, then we will take one more class. What is there in that? Actually according to the timetable we are having only 4 classes. So 2 we have completed, 2 more to go. In that we will complete 3rd and 4th. So Sharif is saying that take one more class and do revision of 5th unit. Okay Sharif, will do. Okay. Okay, next class we are having, I think, day after tomorrow. Again we'll meet on day after tomorrow and do the revision of 3rd unit. So okay, I got enough comments to take one more class. Definitely we will take one more class, but the strength is very poor. Out of 175 students, only 38 students are watching this video, but everyone is commenting. For attendance they are coming and they are just simply posting the attendance and leaving the session. Only 38 students are watching right now. Okay, anyways, those who are not watching this video, try to watch this video later and get benefited. Thank you. See you in the next class. Allah Hafiz.